Hurricane Dennis is whipping the ocean into a frenzy across the Gulf Coast, including here in Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Now, this Category 4 hurricane is going to make history today and create a swath of damage even well inland when it roars onshore. Indeed, inland hurricane warnings have been issued for southwestern central Alabama this morning. That goes right through this afternoon.
And we're looking at some significant winds, huge waves slamming the beach here as Dennis rolls in. Destin and a live report straight ahead.
It is 1:30 as we continue our special storm alert coverage of Hurricane Dennis. I'm Heather Tesh.
And I'm Marshall Cease. Folks in Pensacola, Florida just can't believe it. Barely 9 months after Ivan struck, the Category 4 Dennis is bearing down on us.
The weather's going to get bad, and they closed the motels up by 7 o'clock this morning. We had to be out of the room, so we packed our bags and left.
It's kind of creepy. There was nothing around anywhere. It was just nothing I've ever seen before.
And of course, these folks are talking about the unusual atmosphere in Pensacola after most tourists and residents evacuated. Talk of another hurricane is a very sensitive topic here in Pensacola.
Indeed it is. Hurricane warnings are in effect from the Pearl River eastward to the Ocklawaha River. That's right around where Destin is and just to the east of Destin. Now, Hurricane Dennis was at last report about 58 miles south-southeast of Pensacola Beach, Florida. Notice these winds that extend well out from the center, indeed over to Apalachicola, Florida. You're talking about winds could be hurricane force or near hurricane force that far to the east.
And our team of Weather Channel meteorologists are fanned out along the Gulf Coast waiting for Dennis's arrival. And we're going to talk more about this as well.
The residents of Mobile, Alabama have not forgotten last year's Hurricane Ivan. That means they are taking Hurricane Dennis seriously. And we're going to take it right now to Mike Bettis, who is in Destin, Florida. Mike?
Good afternoon, Heather and Marshall. We're really taking a beating right now from Hurricane Dennis here on the shores of Destin. The beach is really starting to scare us at this point. I'm going to show you some of the waves out there. I mean, they have been huge this morning. And if you look down just below us even, we have an incredible amount of beach debris, things that we have no idea where the timbers and some of the trash have come from, but we've seen a lot of stuff float by. What we're now starting to see is that water level rise come our way. And keep in mind also that high tide is coming in about an hour or so, and that does not bode well for us here because it's a very low-lying area, and we're probably going to need to leave here very soon. We talked with some Okaloosa County Sheriff's deputies earlier today, and they also very concerned about some beach erosion.
We sustained a lot of erosion off of the beach. They are in the process, or were prior to this one coming in, trying to work out the renourishment effects of that. But there's, between that one and Cindy from last week, our beaches are taking a beating.
Got very coming in right now. Tropical storm force that will be gusting higher than that as we go here through the afternoon. Very high waves, storm surge, obviously inland flooding. Heather and Marshall, we're always warning people to evacuate, to go to the shelters. We're going to take some of our own advice. We don't want to be hypocrites here. This is probably the last time you're going to see us for a couple of hours. We're going to go about
All right, Mike.
Shelter. We're going to see you in a couple of hours.
All right, you stay safe.
All right, hang in there.
Yeah, we'll check in with you later. I hate to see what we might see when he is back on the air later in the day today. Destin, we have some wind gusts already, 50 miles per hour. And again, the water level rise there could be in excess of 18 feet.
And now we want to take you to Mobile, Alabama, where Mike Seidel has been working this morning. He filed this report just a short time ago.
So far, so good as Dennis makes its approach to the Gulf Coast on Sunday morning. Here in downtown Mobile, we've had wind gusts 25 to 30 miles an hour and some light showers, but no heavy tropical rain bands at this point. Some local residents making some last-minute preps. They're bringing their cars down to a parking garage. They're getting those cars inside and protect them from any flying debris that may occur as those winds pick up later this afternoon and tonight as Dennis makes landfall.
Well, basically, we're getting all our employees safe parking areas. We're trying to park them on the pier here, so just in case the high water tides come in, we'll be prepared and hopefully we'll be safe.
This is the first time on record that Mobile County has had a mandatory evacuation for the entire county. They didn't even do this last year during Hurricane Ivan. The metro population is over 500,000 people. Most of those have left town, but some stayed and checked into this hotel last night. But they got up this morning and had second thoughts.
When it first come across Cuba, I guess it was 110 miles per hour. Now that it's 145, it could come here stronger. We just think we should move further on.
Are you concerned at all that you waited too late?
No, I think it's all right right now. I think if we leave right now, we're all right.
As those residents head out of Mobile, we keep watching Dennis on radar and on the satellite imagery, wondering if it's going to hit Mobile directly or stay to our east, like Ivan did last year. In the meantime, county officials want everyone that's in town to sit tight.
And the main thing is to make sure we have people off the roads and being prepared for this storm to hit.
Even if Mobile County doesn't take a direct hit, it's almost guaranteed we'll have wind damage, power outages, and flooding as heavy tropical rains move in across the area this afternoon and this evening. Mike Seidel, The Weather Channel, Mobile, Alabama.
All right, thank you, Mike.
All right, we'll have continuing coverage live all along the Gulf Coast. You stay with us over the next couple of hours. Take you out on the latest radar imagery of Hurricane Dennis.